Following Pete Hegseth's announcement of new rules for the Pentagon press over a week ago, the Defense Department has finally announced that it was ushering in the next generation of the press corps. Now, you may have seen reports that a lot of the broadcast networks walked out. Okay, they gave up their press passes. They're like, screw this, man. We are not at all interested in being basically propaganda outlets for Pete Hegseth. Okay, and by the way, that also included Fox News. Even Fox News was like, this is too far. Okay, this is way too far. Well then, okay, if Fox News is not there, who's left? Who's left? Well, a bunch of hacks, basically. According to DoD spokesperson Sean Parnell, however, the legacy outlets that have left are now being replaced by what he calls a broad spectrum of new media outlets and independent journalists. Oh, really? Broad spectrum, huh? I don't know about that one. Take a look, huh? Well, some of the outlets that are now allowing or allowed to put in reporters, journalists, whatever, to report on the Pentagon include Lindell TV, Mike Pillow's outlet. Oh boy, the Gateway Pundit, Human Events, the Post Millennial, Just the News, and the National Pulse. Basically, nothing more than a bunch of far-right commentators and conservative YouTubers that do nothing but focus on kissing Trump's ass. Oh, great. Yeah, we're going to see some real unbiased journalism, holding people to account there. No. Now, while Parnell and the Pentagon's press office did not publicly divulge the names of the publications and alleged journalists who had agreed to the press restrictions, which block reporters from soliciting unclassified information from defense employees without the department's prior authorization, a number of right-wing outlets quickly revealed that they were on board with the pledge. So understand that those rules were so restrictive that, yes, even Fox News, even Newsmax was like, we're not signing on to that. We can't even do our jobs. Okay? Can't even ask questions like that are, or can't do any investigation. Can't talk to anybody without the Defense Department saying that it's okay, without having to ask Pete Hegseth. What is this? What is this? This is not reporting. This is not journalism. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. But anyway, Human Events host Jack Posobiec said, excited to announce Human Events and Post Millennial have joined the Pentagon Press Corps. We're excited to announce over 60 journalists representing a broad spectrum of new media outlets and independent journalists have signed, that's Parnell, saying, have signed the Pentagon's media access policy and will be joining the new Pentagon Press Corps. These are not journalists. I am not a journalist, okay? I am a YouTube commentator. And so are the rest of these people. I mean, and look, that's when they're not doing, right-wing propaganda, while they're not lying. They do YouTube. And that's pretty much it. I mean, sure, they'll be at home with One America News, The Federalist, and the Epoch Times, who are also going to be the new Pentagon press corps, okay? I mean, the literal Falun Gong publication, okay, the Epoch Times, is now allowed to be the press at the Pentagon. That's how far we've fallen, okay? Wow. And all they had to do in order to get those positions, Tim Pool is also part of that. Tim Pool, the same Tim Pool, who, got paid by the Russians to do propaganda. Yeah. So he's part of that one too. Okay. All they had to do was to say, oh, well, yeah, of course we're going to do stenography for this Trump regime. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to, they come out and they tell us what to write or what to report on, and then we're going to do it. That was the agreement. regardless of whatever they're saying, because Tim Pool's like, well, we're still going to hold people to account. No, you're not. No, you're not, Tim. You're not a journalist. You're not a reporter. You're a talking head. And you know what? So am I. But at least I admit it. Okay? You think you're some sort of like journalist or something. No. How many times have you hit your head on your freaking skate park? You dipshit. You dumb fuck. Okay? You hack. I mean, my God, that guy is going to be a Pentagon press reporter? No. Fuck that. Okay? That's ridiculous. We are cooked, folks. Okay? We are cooked. Outside of Fox News, by the way, who didn't sign on to this. Okay? You had the Washington Times, the Daily Caller, and the Washington Examiner, and Newsmax that didn't sign on to this. Not even Newsmax would sign up for this bullshit. But of course, Tim Pool would. Yeah, of course. But you know what? Yeah, you know what's funny, though? I actually kind of look forward to seeing what kind of scoops the crack reporters at Lindell TV end up breaking. That's going to be fun. Won't it?
Just forget about the evidence.
And emphasis on the crack, okay? Seriously. Look, we can't trust a damn thing that comes out of this so-called Pentagon press corps or this administration, to be fair, okay? All they have there are outlets and people that are there strictly to kiss the ass of this administration. There will be no tough questions. There will be no investigative reporting whatsoever. It's just going to be pro-Trump slop. Okay, that's it. And by the way, it's funny because this is what the right wing was complaining the whole time for years and years. It's like, liberal media never holds anyone to account. No. And you know what? The thing that they were complaining about, they're absolutely going to do. Not going to hold this administration accountable whatsoever. Not going to ask any questions. Just going to write down verbatim whatever slop Pete Hegseth feeds them. Proving, of course, that every accusation that they have made about the so-called liberal media was actually a confession of what they've always wanted to do all along. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.